I found 5 lazy, high-paying jobs that train you, and I even have bonus jobs hiring for part-time, overnights, and weekends, with some of these jobs paying over $30 an hour, and they will not last long, so let's hop right in. Now, a couple of you have been reaching out and saying, Jazzy, what about us here in Canada? What about us based here in India? Thank you so much to my Canadian and Indian friends for speaking up and saying, hey, don't forget about us. I love you guys as well. So I've got US-based opportunities as well as some overseas opportunities. So let's take a look at those. So we're going to circle back to the United States opportunities, but first up is going to be for India. We've got a career with Airbnb, and this is for an analyst payment compliance position, okay? So essentially, you are going to be doing things like reviewing alerts and cases from customers, and you're going to review customer appeals and escalations related to the KYC, which is Know Your Customer process, okay? So if there is something fishy going on, a customer might submit a case and say, hey, can you look into this for us? They may have to submit documentation of a stay that a person recently had, or they might have to submit documentation that they really are the owners of that property, or that they are the person authorized to allow people to come in and out of that property. So you are doing the Know Your Customer, which is essentially kind of like verifying information and documentation that these owners in this case, or the host, would be submitting in this case. So that's available for you guys in India. They also have similar opportunities for you guys based in Canada. Let's look at another role here. This is going to be with Amazon. And this role that I'm going to show you has been highly requested from some of you all that have served in the military, or you have spouses that have served in the military. So right now, Amazon, they're very big on helping people get readjusted into the workforce. So right now, they've got a customer support role, and it says here in the title, military veterans and spouses are encouraged to apply. So even if you were not in the military, but you have a spouse that was in the military, or you were a stay-at-home mom while your spouse was away at duty, they're saying specifically they want you to apply, okay? Because Amazon is very big on supporting our armed forces, right? And so right now, this opportunity is with Ring and Blink, and it's for a customer support role, okay? Now, the states that it's going to be for is going to be Texas, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, and North Carolina. And this is going to be for the Eastern region. They do have a listing available for the Western region as well. So I don't want anybody to get discouraged. And no, it's not a deal breaker if you're not bilingual in Spanish, German, or French. That is simply a preference. But if you're not bilingual, it's okay. They will still absolutely interview you. So essentially, you're going to work with customers that may call in, or they may chat in, and they may have questions about Ring. If you guys have ever used Ring, you know that's a little security camera that people like have on their doorbell, right? The basic qualifications is going to be a little bit of customer service, understanding how to use Microsoft Office, and having some experience working with Wi-Fi. If you don't, Amazon will absolutely train you. Trust me, they're not going to just like put you out there without training you. And they will provide you with the equipment that you need, as well as give you an office stipend to set up your office if you don't have office supplies already. From what I've read, this job actually pays somewhere around the $50,000, which is $25 per hour, and it actually goes up according to your experience. So you military folks out there, former and current, or if you're coming home, make sure you apply for this opportunity. The resumes are available in your portal at paybump.com. Now, our next opportunity is going to be for Sedgwick. Sedgwick is a global company. They literally hire in 80 different countries. So whether you are in Ireland, or if you're planning to go and work in Canada, Sedgwick has an opportunity for you. They've got a bunch of locations out here. I mean, literally UK, Australia, Canada, France, New Zealand, Asia, Ireland, Netherlands, and they've got so many more countries. There's a total of 80 countries that they support. But first up is going to be an entry-level part-time weekday. So for people that are wanting to work just, 3 or 4 hours a day during the week while the kids are away at school, they've got a care team representative. This person is essentially going to be working on care claims. So if you've never worked in claims, this is a really great company to do that at, because they will absolutely train you. And they tell you that they are very entry-level friendly. So for this position, you're going to do about 18 hours a week, and all shifts will include a Monday. Training is done by remote video on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Now, if you guys can't make that training, you could do the weekend position where they offer weekend training, which is on Saturday, Sunday, and occasionally on a Monday. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more flexible on the training hours, then this is going to be perfect for those of you that want to do training on the weekends, right? Most of these positions are going to pay somewhere between $18 to $22 an hour, depending on your experience. If you've got a little bit more experience, sometimes you can be brought in as a senior rep and you get the $22 to $25 range. Again, both of those opportunities are part-time, and I do want to add in, with these particular positions, Sedgwick is 24/7. So you don't necessarily have to be assigned to anything in the day shift. You would need to let the recruiter know what your preference is, as they are a 24/7 company, but make sure you're talking to the recruiter about the hours and what they have available as far as overnights or weekends is concerned as well. So again, we've got another bilingual Spanish position for those of you that are Spanish speakers. This is also a care team representative opportunity, so make sure you are applying for this. Sedgwick is a really great company to get training from. Like, they've got so many training opportunities for people that are entry level. So very, very amazing company to work for. Now, let's talk about companies that are still hiring, okay? We've talked about Toast before. This is a customer experience position for those of you that like to talk and you like to write out conversations. You're very good at organizing conversations. This position is going to be where you organize the conversation flow for chatbots. So when we have a chatbot on a website that is talking to a customer, we need to make sure that that conversation flows very easily and it feels like we're talking to a human. It should not feel like a robot. So if you're good at kind of mapping out like those conversation workflows, this is going to be perfect for you. Again, this is perfect for my teachers as well, because it definitely involves you mapping out what needs to happen, right, during that customer experience. So the chatbot needs to greet the customer, and then they need to ask the customer for some information, and then they need to decide how the customer's issue is going to be resolved. So a lot of you that work in the classrooms, you work on these kind of similar issues, like resolution related issues, workflows, curriculums, all that sort of stuff is what you guys already do in the classroom. So if you don't have all the experience, they're saying it's okay. Like, we will work with you and we will work with whatever experience you have, but just look at what it pays. 75 to 120K, you guys. That's well over $30 an hour. If you have not applied for this, I don't know what you're doing with your life, okay? I need you to go apply for this because I've done the resumes for you already, okay? Up next on our still hiring list is going to be Cherry. We know Cherry is a buy now, pay later company for medical procedures. They are still hiring for a payment operations specialist, okay? So these are people that are going to be doing things like managing incoming disputes. If somebody does a chargeback, a ACH chargeback or a debit card chargeback, they would be handling things related to that. They might look at overpayments and issue checks or refunds to patients for any amount that they've overpaid for a balance that they might have. So This also is a high paying job, $75,000 a year, you guys. And it's not even like you just get 75K, because they also offer you bonuses and other performance incentives as well. So you guys, these are high paying jobs for those of you that have things like just a year of experience working in a customer support or billing support environment, any type of payment support environment. That's going to be perfect background for this position, right? Now, next up on our list is a senior dispute specialist for Mercury. Okay, we've talked about this in the past. They are also hiring, and this is also a high paying job, 76 to 90K if you live outside of the Bay Area. You guys, this is freaking, like, I can't even imagine why you guys aren't applying for this. And they also allow Canadian employees to apply as well. So again, high paying jobs. If you've got that experience in things like Zendesk or any sort of dispute experience, whether it's working for a bank or if you've just done some sort of supervisory where you had to do like some sort of payments or risk support, this is going to be perfect for you guys. I need you to handle this like ASAP, okay? You're going to do disputes in the resolution process, working with things like ACH returns. You guys that have worked in the finance industry, you are already equipped to handle this. So this is available in San Francisco and New York, remote in Canada, or remote within the United States. You guys don't have any excuse why you're not applying for this. So make sure you go out and apply for that. And again, Williams-Sonoma is still hiring for seasonal part-time jobs. A lot of you have said, Jazzy, what's out there where I can kind of make my own schedule? Well, Williams-Sonoma is probably going to be one of the best jobs that I could recommend outside of like Sedgwick, right? And then big shout out to Not Too Much. She said, hi, Jazz. Thank you for sharing. I applied to Williams-Sonoma, worked from home last Monday for the part-time job and got offered a full-time position. And she says she starts on August 12th. Girl, that's right around the corner. Good luck to everyone. Just keep trying and you will get that work from home job. Well, congratulations to you. I love how quickly you got hired. Like when I tell you a lot of these companies move fast, that's why your resume needs to be on point. That's why your interview skills need to be on point, because a lot of these jobs are hiring for the upcoming like holiday season. And this is just like the September spree that's coming up, like the September surge, all of that, like you guys have to be prepared for. And then Ms. Fallon said, thanks for sharing these jobs. They sound great. She said, I used your resume template about 6 months ago and I was able to get a job with Progressive in their sales department, even though her background is in assistant property management. Like, guys, when I tell you, you should be shooting for the stars with these positions, like your background doesn't have to line up completely. And Miss Fallon just proved that to us. So she got a sales job with an insurance company. And I'm just so proud of you. And why are you just telling me this 6 months later, Fallon? Okay, it's cool, but I just want to know why you didn't tell me 6 months ago. But no, seriously, congratulations to you. I'm very excited to hear this news. Let me know how it's going. And then Miss M said, thank you for all you do. I got hired at FIS and got an interview with Sedgwick. They both take a little while to get through the process, but I encourage everyone to apply for multiple positions. FIS has great perks and benefits. If anyone is feeling discouraged, you'll get it. Congratulations to you on getting the job at FIS. That's a fintech job for those of you that don't know. That's a finance job. And I just love it because, as she said, they do have really great perks. And she also landed an interview with Sedgwick. So you guys are just on it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Make sure you're checking out the interview tips because those videos have really helped people land jobs and also get paid more because they know how to position themselves as someone that is experienced versus inexperienced. So as I always say, check out these videos and stay ready, because if you stay ready, you never ever have to get ready. Okay.